So NBA opening night is officially in the books, and there was a lot of cool developments that happened last night. Let's start with the Lakers and the Timberwolves. The Lakers got the dub 110-103, and I gotta say, this is a great start for JJ Redick, as this was the Lakers' first opening night victory since 2016. I have been skeptical about the JJ Redick hire, and it mostly has to do with the fact that he's podcast buddies with LeBron James. And it seems like LeBron runs the organization more so than Jeanie Buss at this point. With that being said, there's not much doubt in my mind that JJ Redick will be a great coach within the NBA. He has a great handle of the X's and O's, and he has supreme confidence in what he's doing. And let's be honest, the bar is set extremely low for Redick. Some people in the comments are going to talk about how LeBron's always making people scapegoats, and although there is some truth to that, let's not deny the fact that Darvin Ham wasn't necessarily the best coach for this team, as he was very open about the fact that he didn't know how to handle many situations for the Lakers. Redick seems like the complete opposite. The way they handled the Bronny James situation was brilliant. They brought him in for just a couple possessions. He got his first shot off, which was off of a pass from his dad, and he missed the three-pointer. But it's in the history books, father and son were on the court together, he took his first shot, and then he was quickly subbed out. And now the Lakers can move on and focus purely on winning basketball games. I don't expect him to have many minutes moving forward, but if he's ever going to be a quality piece in the NBA, then he's going to need time to develop. So getting these initial minutes and moments out of the way early on was the right call by Redick. Now I gotta say, the Lakers look deep. Dalton Knecht is looking like a great shooter. Austin Reeves is doing his thing, and I really like Rui in the starting lineup. I have more confidence in Redick's abilities to handle rotations more so than Darvin Ham. Now I gotta say, at what point do we officially declare Anthony Davis as the best player on the Lakers? Seriously. I know it's only game 1 of the regular season, but LeBron had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, while Anthony Davis put up 36, 16, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. The Lakers go as Anthony Davis goes. And not only is he often the more productive player, not just on offense, but definitely defensively, as he's easily a top 5 defensive player in the NBA, and LeBron is no longer close to that status. But enough about the Lakers, let's talk about Minnesota. Again, it's only one game, so I don't want to overreact, but I didn't really like what I was seeing from the Timberwolves. I'm very familiar with Julius Randle from his time in Los Angeles, and I get it, he was much better in New York and his game improved quite a bit in that time. But the guy is a bit of a black hole. He takes the ball and tries to make a play for himself, and occasionally he really forces the issue, and he'll stop a free-flowing offense right in its tracks. From this standpoint, I really question if he's a better fit in Minnesota than Karl Anthony Towns was. And hopefully, we're not looking back at this trade and saying that the team acted prematurely and ruined a special team. Because of this, Anthony Edwards was forced to try to carry too much of the offense. And when you have guys like Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert on the floor at the same time together, then you have 2 guys who aren't the most skilled with the basketball, and 2 guys who aren't great about keeping a free-flowing offense. Neither of those guys would be trusted to be spot-up shooters, and therefore, you're getting a lot of isolation basketball for Anthony Edwards with very few teammates to kick the ball out to. Maybe they'll figure out some rotations, maybe Naz Reid will end up getting the majority of the minutes, but no matter how you look at it, they've got things to figure out. Now let's go to the other game. The Boston Celtics defeated the New York Knicks 132-109, and although Boston was the favorite in this game, the outcome was still seriously stunning. This might be a preview of the NBA Finals in June, but as things stood last night, one team was clearly far better than the other. Listen, this was extremely high scoring, and lately I've been talking about how the NBA has been making steps towards bringing defense back, and they've been dropping scores by quite a bit, starting with last year's All-Star break. I know my awesome old head viewers who didn't watch last night's game are going to look at the final score and assume that there was little to no defense, but that actually wasn't the case. The refs mostly put away their whistles for both games. It's just that the Celtics were that damn good. Boston tied the NBA record for three-pointers made in a game with a total of 29, and they reached that total with something like 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It was hilarious because after that point, they had all the subs coming in and bricking three-point shot after three-point shot trying to get the record. They ended up missing the final 13 three-point attempts trying to get that record. But as for the starters, they were extremely sharp, and especially sharp for the first game of the regular season. I'm telling you, most of the time when you get an NBA champion coming into opening night, there's some bumps in the road to figure out. But these guys look like they're in mid-season form at the very beginning of the regular season. As a Lakers fan, I hate the Celtics with a burning passion, and I always will. But I've got mad respect for the fact that they show zero signs of a championship hangover. Jason Tatum was especially unconscious, as it was great to see him taking over the game offensively. He had a truly goofy performance, as he had 37 points, 10 assists on 14 of 18 shooting and 8 of 11 from three-point range. It looked like this was a revenge game for him after he got so few minutes in the Olympics. And I gotta say, if this is the version of Tatum that we can expect this year, and the Celtics are probably gonna win north of 60 games, then the rest of the league needs to look out, because he's likely on his way to his first MVP award. Again, it's only the opening night of the regular season, but there was a lot of cool takeaways. What were some of yours? I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.